I want to address a video that I saw by the Young Turks. And in this video, they're critiquing an interview where the interviewer is interviewing Larry Pratt, who happens to be the head or the owner of Gun Owners of America, which is a Second Amendment advocacy lobbying group, something similar to the NRA. And in this interview, he's critiquing how there's a difference between black Africans who come to this country and Afro Americans who already live in this country. And he's pointing out that there's a lot of differences between them as far as social issues are, as far as moral issues are, as far as how to conduct their lives, how to raise their children, that kind of thing. I'll leave the link below so you can hear it yourself. But now you have these two people who are from the Young Turks, basically saying that everything that he is explaining in this video shows how much of a racist he is, and that somehow because he's a Southern gun-loving white man, that his opinion is all based on racism. And from hearing the interview, that's not what I got from it. Actually, I would say I agree almost totally with what he said, that Africans from the continent of Africa who come to this country do not identify with Afro Americans. And they don't identify with Afro Americans on several levels. Most of the countries that they come from, welfare is non-existent. There is no such thing as a welfare state in many parts of Africa. So you come into this world knowing that you either have to work to eat or you're going to have to steal to eat. Either way, no one's going to give it to you. One way or the other, you're going to have to work for it, whether it be legally or illegally, morally or immorally. If you ask them, their opinion is okay, we just got to this country. We have to struggle. We'll become vendors on the street. Anything. Vendors, cab drivers, manual laborers, anything, just to get a piece of this American dream. And all you guys do is sit here and wait for a check. You have some of them, you have some African Americans who are third, fourth generation welfare recipients. And I know these people myself. These are people that I know. I know people who are fourth generation welfare recipients, just basically milking the system. So, and that's just one aspect of it. Now, just to broaden that slightly, this is not an attitude held exclusively by Africans. This is pretty much held by any immigrant that comes to this country. When many immigrants that come to this country, we say Italians, Russians, you name it, and Italians, Russians, Europeans, of any kind. Just pick a place. It really doesn't matter. When they come to the United States, they aspire to better themselves, give a better future for their children, and later on they actually aspire to try to be and copy and mimic white America. They want absolutely nothing to do with black America, because they look at black America as the first people here to jump on this opportunity, and then actually the very last ones to benefit from it. Because if you look at the statistics right now, African Americans are at the bottom of the totem pole economically. That's just a fact. This is not someone's opinion. Why is it you have in any black neighborhood, immigrant from any country, pick a country, Caribbean, Asian, Hispanic, European, any one of these ethnic groups will come into a black neighborhood, set up shop, and sell to the black community. Now, why is it that the black community's been here since day one, and they seem to be either unable or unwilling to at least get up off of their ass and do the same. Why is it that in areas like, there's a area in Brooklyn. Brooklyn is basically the melting pot of all different nationalities. You have different ethnic groups. You can literally drive through Brooklyn and stay on one street and keep driving, and you'll run through about 10 different ethnic groups. Within an hour, you'll run into 10 different ethnic neighborhoods. Why is it that immigrants can come into this country, set up shop, and within 5 years, they're ahead of you? And you were here, your daddy was here, your granddaddy was here, your great-granddaddy was here. How is it that they can achieve and make something out of themselves in a span of maybe 5 years, 10 years? And you've been here all your life and you still talking about somebody owes you something. This is the problem. This is the problem. And the other problem that I have with this clip that I saw is that you have these two white, I guess, liberal people who are sitting here saying that this guy, all his opinions are racist. No, his opinions are fact. And this is the problem when you have white people who hang out with black people for, extended period of time. Eventually they feel that they're qualified to speak for that group. Somehow you feel that you can speak up and represent this particular group. Oh, I know enough about them that I can actually speak for them because they can't speak for themselves. Basically what you're saying is that they're too stupid to speak for themselves, so they need me to speak for them because, I got to put a nice white face on it. America can take this little bit of medicine. It sounds better coming from me. They won't be able to, relate. They won't be able to explain themselves as well as I can. This is where the problem comes in. And unfortunately, being a black man myself, I can't defend this. I can't defend them when it comes to this. Any person who comes in, walk through any black neighborhood. Walk through any black neighborhood. You'll have Chinese restaurants making money off of the black man. Nail salons, Asians making money off of the black women. Liquor stores owned by Jews making money off of the black people again. Corner bodegas, Hispanics, many of them black Hispanics, making money off of the black American. The corner Arab stores making money off of the black man. The magazines and smoke shops like the Sikh Indians set up shop making money off of the black man. And what's missing out of all these black neighborhoods? The black man actually having his own business. That's what's missing. Whose fault is that? Is it because of slavery? Or is it because you're too goddamn fucking lazy? Which one is it? Everything is not someone else's fault. Some things you have to take responsibility for. And when somebody points it out, you can't call them a racist. Look at what the person is actually saying, hear what the person is saying, and apply it in real live terms and see if what they're saying actually makes any sense. And to me it does, just from the points that I pointed out. You'd be hard pressed to find in any parts of New York City a large number of black-owned businesses, American black-owned businesses. Now, to be very clear, you have many black-owned businesses in the United States, but they always seem to be run by foreigners, not the indigenous black Americans who have been here since the inception of this country. You'll have you'll run into Guyanese restaurants, Haitian restaurants, Dominican restaurants, Jamaican restaurants, Dominican hair salons, Asian hair salon suppliers, Jewish jewelry stores. These are all in the black neighborhood. They are all taking money out of this community and putting nothing back. And rightfully so. You are not, it seems like the only purpose that you serve is to further someone else's agenda. It seems like you don't have an agenda of your own. Everybody is eating off of your back. Everybody and anybody is eating off of your back. And you can't see this. And the only thing that can come out your mouth is, oh, it must be because of slavery. Slavery is what did this to me. I can't seem to get a break because the white man, the man is on my back. He don't like me because, I'm too strong. I'm too black. I'm too strong for him. Well, while you're sitting here blaming someone else of your economic woes and your psychological woes, everybody else who's coming from other countries is coming here to eat your lunch, and they're eating your lunch right now. When you see a lot of these people riding around, a lot of these successful business owners riding around in Mercedes and fancy cars, and within about 5 years of them stepping foot in this country, they've already owned a house, and you still paying rent to somebody else, paying their rent, paying their mortgage. You get upset, but you're not looking at how that person got to that status in life, because that person might have gotten up early in the morning for years, getting up early in the morning to struggle to get themselves together or get themselves further on in life. And while that time, many of you have just been getting out of bed like around 12 o'clock in the afternoon, going to the mailbox on the 1st and the 15th. Who are you mad at? And why are you mad at anybody? You get what you put in. Garbage in, garbage out. There's no one else you can blame but yourself. And I particularly have a problem with white liberals who basically just want to tell you that no, it's not your fault. It's everybody else's fault. You have no. It's no. Look, we understand that it's systematic, and because of that, you can't be blamed for your actions. There's no way for you to get out of this situation. You know what? Let us speak for you. We'll advocate for your well-being. And look where you are, letting these people speak for you. Now, I'm a strong proponent of doing for self. Because if you don't do for self, anyone who sits around and just decides that they're going to sit back and let somebody else do for them, it's only a matter of time before the person who's giving you money starts telling you what you have to do, how you have to live, where your kids can go to school, how much money you can make before we cut you off. It can always be cut off. So you're leaving yourself at the mercy of someone else to decide your future. And when you get to the point where they okay, well, we're going to just cut the benefits now. Now what? It's like taking a lion from the wild, feeding him 3-course meals every day. He doesn't even have to leave his cage to eat. He'll eat and shit right in the cage. Then you take that same lion, cut off his fangs, declaw him, and then put him back out into the wild to survive. He can't. He doesn't know how to. He's lost his ability and his drive to hunt. He doesn't know how to feed himself. And this is what's happening to the African American. Y'all have lost your ability to do for yourself. You feel that it's always somebody else's responsibility to do for you. And when you get crumbs that fall off the table, you get mad that all you're getting is crumbs. That's all you deserve is crumbs, because that's all you have worked for. Don't get mad at the person succeeding. Really, what you're doing is inadvertently taking out your anger on someone else who's done everything that you know in your heart of hearts you should be doing, but you're too fucking lazy to actually do it. So the next time someone says, oh, black people are in this situation here because of slavery, let them know that the longer you enable a person, you're stifling that person's ability to do for themselves.